This is Jacob Correia coming to you with ICDE.org with another quick tutorial here on Photoshop this time. So this is just going to be a quick demonstration on how to do some non-destructive photo editing for any time you're going to need to utilize any sort of photos you've taken for any sort of project you're doing, really. So we're just going to start out. I'm going to select a photo I took that I think needs a little bit of work. So here's my photo. It's a little dark and dingy, so my goal is just to brighten it up and make it look a little bit sharper and more crisp, and fix the exposure just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to take this layer and just start throwing filters onto it and editing it. What I want to do is I want to make sure I take this layer and I duplicate it by holding Option, grabbing it, and dragging it up. You could also double click and copy paste or duplicate the layer. This is just going to create a exact copy right above it that leaves our original file here intact, just so that it doesn't get messed up and then saved, and now you've ruined all your pixels and they're not going to look like the original. So in case we put anything on here we're not happy with, we have our backup, which is now our layer 0 to go back to. So all the adjustments we're making are again here on this duplicate layer. So in order to fix the exposure on this, I'm just going to go real quick up to Image, hit Adjustments, I'm going to go to Exposure. Now there's a variety of options here. The only one I'm really worried about is the actual exposure itself. So I'm just going to go +1, plus, that will full stop on the exposure. Hit OK. That's looking a little bit better. And then I'll duplicate that again just because we want to make sure we're able to turn all these on and off and see how they look compared to our original. So on the first layer, I'm just going to make sure I know that that is the exposure filter, and then this is going to be the brightness and contrast. And here, I'll go take the same thing, go to brightness and contrast, turn it up just a tiny bit, get the contrast both ways. I think right now it's a little high, so I'll turn it down just a tiny bit. I think that's looking a lot better. And now we can look at this before and after. We added the contrast. And then if we want to turn that off, we can go down here and we can go and look at before and after the exposure. And this is before any adjustments here and after all adjustments here. So this is just a really good way to stay organized, really utilizing your layers here for any sort of project you're working on. So that's about it for today. This is just a quick way to show you how to edit your photos without destroying the original file. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and have a good day.